Merry Christmas. Welcome to my channel. I am the Hommeyosh, and in this video we're going to go over animation characters in Unreal. We're using Mixamo because it's free, it has a bunch of animations already made, created, so we're going to go ahead and download those. Right now I have Mixamo opened. I'm going to leave a link under the description where you can go to Mixamo. It's free, you can just sign in. Just create yourself a little account and you'll be set to go. What I do is you can also download your characters. So I dragged in my character. It's easy, just a drag and drop. Just drag in your mesh. Make sure it doesn't have any animations on it. No rigs or anything, just a regular mesh. You drag and drop it here, and it would ask you where you want to put the meshes. I mean the rigs. You know, your elbows, your chin, your groin, your knees, wrists, and ankles. It would automatically calculate it and rig out your character for you. So I got my character already made here. I'll do a video later on about making characters and uploading them into Mixamo. Right now I just want to focus on using Unreal 5 and animating a character. So that's what we're going to do. So this is Mike here. I'm just going to call him Mike, keep it simple. I got him from Character Creator. I put him in Blender. Messed with the shirt a little bit, get a nice little red collar, but that's my character. So I'm going to go and use him. I'm doing animations. I just want to start off with an idle animation. So you just go ahead and type in idle. I just want a breathing idle. That would be nice to make sure. Maybe I should have just typed in breathing idle. Here's a happy idle. It's a little too happy. But, I'll take it. No, I just wanted a neutral idle. That's good enough right there. That's a little too. I'll just take a regular idle. I still don't like it. There it is. There's the breathing idle. So we're going to take the breathing idle and we're going to download. Again, if you want to upload your character, there it is. You just upload your character. That's the button you use. Now here I got FBX binary frames per second. I just leave everything the way it is. I really don't want to mess with it too much. Just keep it as 30. If you want to mess with it, go ahead. Okay, so I'm going to save it directly to the game's content that I have opened. And I'm going under game, and I have content here. And I go into the third person blueprints. Go into the blueprints, and this is where I want to save it to. So save. Alright, now I also want to do, while I'm in here, I also want to do his walk animation. Just a regular walk. There we go, walking. I want to do it in place. So we'll download that. We're going to do without skin. So we're going to take the animation, we're going to save it to a different, we're going to pull back a little bit, I'm going to go back to the content, and I made this animation folder, and it's going to be Mike's animation anime. So we got walk in there, we're going to save that. Now we're going to do the run. Make sure he's running. That's a weird looking run. Fast run. In place. That's really fast. In place. Okay, download run. Without skin. It's going to go to the same directory. When I save it, and there's my walking, and there's my running. I also want to put a jump. That doesn't look cool. You know, I want a 3-part jump. So let's just do the jump. So I want to use blend space, and I want to use like a run jump. That doesn't even make any sense, does it? Okay, running jump in place. Yeah, that's good. That's a run jump. So save as running jump. All right. Let's put dying. Falling back death. That looks good. Download. Save as falling back death. Alright. I believe that's it. Jumping, running, walking, those are the majorities, so that'll get us started. So, alright, let's open up our engine here. Now we have imports, so let's go ahead and import them. Now I'm not going to add any skeletons or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and leave everything blank, and it's going to go ahead and label them for us. So let's import. I think I messed up because I didn't go back and label them. So we'll just import. So they're going to be called, the first one's going to be called idle, and I'm going to have an idle animation. So we're just going to deal with that. We're going to call our character idle. So we got another one. Okay, breathing idle skeleton. That's our skeleton, breathing idle skeleton. Alright, got confused there. I should have labeled it Mike before we started, but okay, well, that's our new skeleton. Alright. Alright, breathing Mike skeleton. I'm going to do this to every animation so it matches up the skeleton to the character, to the mesh. So breathing Mike skeleton. And let's do this again. Breathing Mike skeleton, or breathing idle skeleton. Yeah, that's going to be changed later. Yeah, do not make this mistake. Before you go here and save it, make sure you change the name of the mesh. So import all. I think that's it. Alright, so now I want to put these materials somewhere else. I don't want to get rid of them. So I'm going to hit shift the first two. I'm going to hit control on the red material. I'll find the last material. I'm going to hit shift, and I'm going to drag it to where it says Mike's mat. I'm going to move here. So I'm going to clean the place up real quick. So there you go. And here's our skeleton. Here's our physicals, and here's the actual mesh, skeletal mesh. Alright, so now we're gonna add in some blueprints. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna go to create animation blueprints. And we're gonna call it my Okay, so I'm going to change these names real quick. We got Mike Blueprints, Mike Skeleton, that's not right. So we're going to rename. This is physics. Alright, so we got these all renamed. So then we're going to go into our blueprints. So we're going to select the mesh and we're going to come over here to the details panel. And where it says skeleton mesh, we're going to go and put in a mic. So we got mic skeletal mesh. And we're going to go and save. We can compile and save. Click back on. Now we have to have an animation class. So we're also going to do link. Compile and save. Is that right for the blueprints? Yeah, Mike's blueprints. Supposed to be animation blueprints, but yeah. Change that name to anime. Okay, now if we go ahead and play the character, let me put this viewport up. No, there is no animation yet, so we got to add the animation. So that's what we're going to do next. Okay, now we're going to go back into our character blueprint. So we'll go into the blueprints and there's the animation. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a state machine. Add new state machine, there it is. Okay, so what this is this is going to do the transitions between the animations to the character. So we go to the state machine here. So I'm going to add a new state, and we're going to call this one idle. Alright. So from there, I am going to add another state, and I'm going to call this walk space run. Okay, and then from the idle, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do another state machine. We're going to call this one jump. Alright, so from there, I'm going to need walk and run back to the idle, and the jump back to the idle, and I'm going to have walk and run go to jump, and jump back to walk and run. Okay, so the next we're going to do our transitions. So if you double click on these, okay, we're going to go to the event graph. And from here I'm going to go to drag and drop to the cast to third person character. Third person character. Okay, and from there I'm going as a third person character. Reaper Blue is I'm going to is falling. And that's a character movement. So that's going to bring that out, just like so. And from here, I just go ahead and promote to variable. Now I'm going to call this variable, let me drag this out a little bit here, is falling. Alright, so I'm going to go up here and compile a save. Yes, I'm going to get all these errors right now. It is fine though. So let's go back into the animation and we're going to drag in our new variable is falling. Let me go back. Delete this, delete this, and delete this. Okay. So let me go back to promote to variable. Okay, here's our variable. Now we go back to the idle animation and we drag in is falling. So what I do is the equal boolean. And I want to click this set to true. Now, and then drag it in there. So what I'm going to do is go back here. I want to save this. I'll copy. Go into state machine. Okay, for some reason it won't copy, so I'll just have to and we'll leave this one unchecked. So go back to the other side. Bring in is falling. Equal. We check this one. Okay, then we bring in our is falling. Oh no, that's not what we're gonna do there. Now this one is left unchecked. Compile and save. So now we'll go back into the animation graph in the state machine. I'm going to go into the idle here and I am going to, oh, I made a mistake. Let me go back to me jot this down. I need to go into, where is my idle? Alright, that's no biggie. We'll just go back into mixamo here. Do an idle. Okay, download without skin. I forgot to do something. So save as breathing idle. Okay, let's pull this down. Go back to my animations. Import under the mic skeleton. Import all, mic skeleton, imported. Go back into the idle, and now we can bring in the breathing idle, and we'll just put that right in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go back, and for the jump, we're gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna bring in the jump there, compile and save. Okay, now that we've done the idle and the jump, I can hit play, and as you can see, he's doing this idle thing now. Now I gotta finish, we gotta make a blend space. So I started making one here, let me get rid of that one. Okay, so I got a crate here on top of the skeletal mesh, and I go to blend space. And we're gonna call this mic blend space. It's wonderful. Okay, so we click on the blend space, and first I'm gonna do some numbers and correct some things here. So under the horizontal axes, we're gonna call this direction. And we're gonna call under, where is it? Vertical, we'll call this speed. Okay, we want the minimum to be negative 180. And we want the maximum to be 180. Okay, that's speed. I'm going to change this to 1 for the interpolation time. Now the speed's going to be 0, and our max speed is going to be 1200. Okay, that's that. So now we're going to take our breathing idles, and we're going to drag down to the corners here. Middle corner. Oops, no, that's not the right one. Okay, that's an idle, yes. There's breathing idle. Okay, then I want to do walking in the middle. And then to running. So now if I hold shift in, he goes from animation, from idle to walk run. So let me go ahead and save this blend space. Go back to the state machine. I want to go into a walk and run. And we just add in the state machine. But for these, we want to promote to variables. What did it just do? Okay, we'll save those. And then we're going to go do we're going to go to the blueprint event graph and finish some animation here. Okay, at the event graph, let's go ahead and connect this, cast a third person character. And from entire object into try get pawn owner. And then I'm going to take these, bring these down a little bit, give us some more room. Okay. So from here, I'm going to get velocity. And then I want to get actor rotation. Get actor rotation. Okay, so from here, okay, so we're going to put in here calculate direction. So from here, we have the velocity here, and the return value to the base rotation. From here, we're going to set direction. Set direction. Oops. All right, so then we're going to go off of get velocity, and we're going to go to vector length. Vector length squared. We're going to go up here to get speed. Set speed, that's the problem. Set speed, not get, set speed. So make sure I connect all these together. Okay, the auto walk one, let's go ahead and take care of that. So let's go to the auto walk run animation. Let's go to new state machine. So we're gonna get it, we're gonna premium speed, we're gonna get speed. do greater or equal float. We set the value to 10. And put that right in there. Okay, so we got one more to deal with. Go into the state machine, drag in the speed, get speed. What we are going to do this time, we are going to be less than equal to float. And we're going to connect that. Compile and save. So let's go check everything. Everything looks like it's running correctly. Now we hit play. There we go. He is running. Now I gotta change the animation as far as his jump, but that's something we can do on the next video. We'll just go over more animations we can add on to. But so far that's it. That's the video. So that's how you import your character, you animate them, you get your animating blueprint. You got everything down here that you need. So that's it. Until next video, keep creating.